Welcome to Play by Play Tech. What was that, episode 43?
Yeah,
I'm your
man.
host. So I'm your host, Max Chambliss, alongside my dog, Moan Dog Gaming. What's going on? I was
What's
I was confused for a minute. I was just thinking, I said, is this really 43? I said 42, and then I was like looking at my phone, say, oh yeah, it is 43. What's
yeah,
going on, man?
nothing too much. I was confused when I was making the thumbnail. I'm like, and the number was like right in front of me. I'm like, oh yeah, duh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like today's just been crazy. I've been extremely busy.
Yeah, same here. Stuff. So what's been going on, man?
Nothing. I haven't been doing anything. I mean, well, we're friends and I got a lot of stuff going on. Nothing bad, just busy life, busy house, busy family, busy work, all that stuff. So it's just been crazy busy. I haven't even played any video games. Not
What?
last week. And Resident Evil came out, and I've only played the demo. That was the last video game I played, and I haven't played it since then. And I've been avoiding like all YouTube videos, and I've been avoiding like our friends talking about it. Like our buddy, Mr.
Dude.
Almost Perfect, gaming Ralph. He was streaming it the other day, and just to show some support, I did a like and a share, and then I got off of it because I didn't want to see anymore.
Yeah, man, that game is
I heard it's really
I've been
good.
playing it. That's all I've been playing. The game is good. It's really good and stuff. Um it's because I haven't finished Resident Evil 7, but I just like the open world feel, and then I like the customization upgrades. I mean, it's a really fun game and stuff. It's very addicting because I know every time I have a break, I try to play Resident Evil and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's I think it's one of the best games I could say so far that I played in a while and stuff so far. So it's
Yeah, I had a
it's really
feeling
good.
that
Graphics are
it's.
good.
I think Resident Evil is gonna set the tone of how the game should be coming out this year. Um,
Yeah.
what else has been a major title? I mean, besides Outriders, but I don't think Outriders set the tone. For the games this
See, that's
year.
a little bit, yeah, and that's a little bit of a different breed because they try to mix up Destiny with Gears of War with
Division
Halo.
and
I mean,
yeah,
yeah, it's just all these other games that you try to mix together. Like I said, I played it a little bit, but it's kind of hard to play on a single player. You have to have like co-op going on too. So it's it's just one of those things you just I just think about.
you look distracted.
Oh no, I heard something outside. I was like, what the heck is that noise? Yeah, it was I just heard
So
I
we're
was like
gonna
right
get
when I
some
was
action.
talking.
So you're gonna get the shotgun and just get a break in home invader, take him out right on the live.
Yeah, something like that. They'll get something nice.
What about you, man? What
Yeah,
you been
but
playing?
yeah, Resident
Oh,
Evil has
that's it. Oh,
been
okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know if you
yeah.
played anything else or I just know
Nah,
I
it's all
haven't.
been Resident Evil.
You know
It's
what's
it's
crazy?
all been Resident Evil.
As good as PlayStation is, I haven't touched my PlayStation in about this probably the second month. Because when I got back on gaming, I've been playing on the Xbox because just been enjoying the headset. Not saying the PlayStation was bad. It's just I really like the Xbox headset. I really do. Probably a little bit too much, even more
Yeah.
so than these I got on my head. So just I don't know. I just haven't been playing the PS5. I just haven't, and I haven't. I'm waiting on. Like I told you, like if the game ain't utilizing the DualSense, then if it's the same game, I'm getting it on the Xbox. That's just me. When I use that DualSense controller, it just gives me so much immersion and just makes me just love the game that I'm playing, no matter what it is. I really enjoy it. I still play Destruction All Stars. Well, whenever I cut the PlayStation back on, but I still
Yeah.
enjoy that game, and I also enjoy the 3D surround. I noticed too, like when I play that game, the 3D surround is really not effective until you really turn the volume up where you can hear everything. But we have kids, so I can't. The only time I can do it is when nobody's here, and I put the headset on and I can turn it all the way up. But I don't get the same effect when I have it on medium and I'm trying to listen out for the kids and that type of stuff. So it makes it harder to really enjoy it full fledged. But the Xbox, I do love the 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 volume wheel on the side of the headset, like the Surface headphones. So So I guess that's why I'm enjoying it a little bit too much. But until more games start utilizing, like even if the third party games start utilizing the dual sense as much, I'm be all over it.
Yeah, I was just thinking about I was trying to think of what game is going to utilize the spatial audio for the Xbox. It was a game that was just announced. My memory escapes me right now. I'm still thinking about Resident Evil. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of developers that's gonna be utilizing it. I was just thinking about the game. It'll come back to me again. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
but
because I'm
Microsoft
just
has its own proprietary 3D
tired.
surround where it's not dedicated to each game, correct?
Yeah, it's up to the developers if they want to utilize it or not. And I don't know, the reason why I kind of like the Xbox headset a little bit more is because you had the option of Atmos and DTS:X and then their own proprietary spatial audio and stuff. So it's
Right.
kind of like you had the choice to choose, or the developers, whatever you're not forced into their own proprietary audio. You could choose whatever one you think sounds better to you and stuff.
And the
So
bass
that's what
boost,
I kind
right?
of like.
I like the bass boost too.
Yeah,
So
and that bass boost, yeah, it's pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm telling you, for $99, it's a good deal and stuff. So and you know the funny part is they just came out with Olufsen headphones, and those bad boys are $500,
Yeah, I
and
saw that.
they're for the Xbox, they're Xbox compatible. But I don't know, I won't be spending, I don't know, I just don't feel like I'm up for the $500 just a shell over for that. So
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. With what they're able to give you at a lower cost with the gaming headsets, you you probably won't find me buying won't buy for especially for a gaming headset. I won't spend over $100. I'm gonna just be honest.
yeah.
I'm gonna just be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. So it's yeah. If you could find the headset, if you could find the console too, and find the headset, it's worth it. I think it's well worth it and stuff. So
All right, Max. Let's move on to our first subject. This one's pretty exciting. Well, I know I got hyped when I saw it. But Dragon Ball's coming out with a new movie.
I heard about it, and I don't know too much about it. I'll let you go ahead and lead with this one. I saw the clip of it, but I didn't know was what the story is going to be about. It looked like it got
Well,
Broly in the background.
yeah, got Broly in the background. So I think it'd be stupid if they didn't include Broly from here on out. So I hope that at the end, of course, of the first movie, they show Goku meeting up with Broly on the planet that he grew up on, and hopefully they integrate a story where they actually train him and allow them to be a part of their rivalry. He can be a new addition to the rivalry, and everybody wants to get it stronger than each other. I'm hoping they implement something like that. And and I don't know how all. I mean, the creators, he's very creative, right? And sometimes I feel when they drag something on too much, like the next strongest guy, how different can you make the story? How can you make it unique? And it gets pretty hard when that's all that's been throughout the whole series, even from Dragon Ball before Dragon Ball Z. Um, but they always tend to create something unique. I just that's why people their stuff is always so secretive, and of what they do is when they're creating Dragon Ball, you usually don't know anything, and I think they use Heroes as a curveball. If you want my opinion, I don't think they're going to integrate anything off of Dragon Ball Heroes into this movie.
No, that's yeah. Dragon Ball Heroes is no, it's way too much.
Yeah, and I
It's
got
just
bored
like
of it. Some things are sweet. I'm like, oh man, and then after a while, I'm like, all right, it's a little too much too fast for 10 minutes each episode.
yeah, each episode is 10 minutes, and then they throw everything from pretty much from Dragon Ball to even from Dragon Ball GT. It just that's where I was like, it's too much going on and stuff, and especially within 10 minutes too. It's like it's so much packed into 10 minutes. So I was like, nah, and it's not really canon and stuff. So it's kind of like,
Yeah,
nah, I really don't care about it because Dragon Ball GT was. hate to say it was like a mistake. And so
But everybody
that's
loves
one.
the Super Saiyan 4 design. Or even me, I think it's awesome.
I think it's good,
Yeah,
but it's not.
the
But it
story's not right.
wasn't. It was like, yeah, it was like the bad headed stepchild of the series and stuff. So it's just one of those things that it was okay and stuff, but it just a storyline was just blah
You
and
know what would
stuff.
be
But
sweet? I just thought about this. Since Broly's form is so unique, and it could possibly be a form that Goku and um, Vegeta could achieve, is that this is just me spitting stuff out there. If Broly's green legendary Super Saiyan form could transform for the next level to the Super Saiyan 4 GT, I think that'd be cool. And the only way you can achieve it is if you go legendary Super Saiyan. That's just me.
yeah,
So that'd be a good twist into the story how they can, if they wanted to bring that in there. I mean, they brought Gogeta back from the movies. Well, shouldn't say back, he never was canon, but they finally made him canon. They made Broly canon finally, so I don't see why they couldn't do Super Saiyan 4. But what position would it be as far as Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and Ultra Instinct and
yeah,
Evolutionary
Ultra
Royal Blue?
Instinct.
Yeah, so we don't know where it was set, or maybe they just may make it unique just for Broly. And what's the girl that has the Berserker form that was in the tournament like Broly? Was it Kefla, Khalif, whatever her
Yeah,
name is?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. She was the alternate version of Broly and stuff.
yeah.
So
So that's just my take on it. If they wanted to integrate four in it, I think they should do it that way. But we're small time, so they're not listening to nobody like me.
you never know. I mean, you never know. So yeah, we'll see. So I mean, uh, sounds good next year and stuff. I remember we went to see the last one
Yep.
at the movie theaters and stuff. So
Yep.
yeah,
That was a
yeah, I
good
was pretty hyped.
experience. That was a good experience.
Hmm.
And leading off to our last movie, look who's back. Look who's back.
Yeah, Venom. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the trailer this time.
Really? I
I don't
enjoy it.
know.
I think it's good. But I will say though,
Don't.
they involved a lot of not Carnage in there. And so it makes me feel like they're gonna drag this movie and you won't see Carnage to the end, and I hope that's not the case. That's my
Well,
take
my
on it.
my my issue with the trailer is that it came off as more joking and more comedy than it is, more on a serious tone. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Well, he's supposed to be
There are some funny.
what
Yeah,
do you
it's
call
supposed
it?
to be.
Serial killer or whatever, and he's supposed to be just well, the comics or whatever. So
Yeah, but that's the thing is about it. I don't know. I mean, Andy Serkis is the one that is directing it. Directing it. If you don't know that guy had played he played Lords in the Rings as Golem.
yep,
He was a 3D animation. And then he also played in uh Planet of the Apes and stuff. The newer version, not the older version. And then he also played in Black Panther as well too as was it Scar or something like that? I can't think of his name. But yeah, he played in that movie too. But when it comes to motion caption, he is like top notch. This is one of his first director's debut, so I don't know. I don't know. I might be shocked and surprised and stuff. I'm wondering if it's going to be rated R. I hope it's rated R, but
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know
I
if they're going to.
I will say I'm gonna be honest. I actually really liked the first one. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. I thought it was going to be a flop when I saw the first one. But I know that they had a lot of difficulties making the first movie, where Marvel and Sony was kind of separate on rights and stuff, and they couldn't really integrate his spider on his outfit for the movie on
Yeah.
the last one. So now that they're basically working together now because they integrated Spider-Man with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I hope that they can take this and apply it to that, and they can give Venom his original costume or form or whatever you want to call it. I hope it stays canon to the story. It's been so long since I've said. Be honest with you, when I first saw Connors, it was actually the Spider-Man animated series. and then
Mm,
that's how I first knew about him. And then I started, reading about him in the comic books and stuff. But
yeah. I was just gonna add like Tom Hardy. He's phenomenal
yeah,
as an actor in Venom and stuff. So
he's perfect.
I
Yeah,
hope, yeah, he's the perfect person to play Venom. It's just a thing that I just really hope this next one is good, and especially they got Woody Harrelson as playing
I think
Cassidy.
he's going to be a good Carnage. I
Yeah,
do.
I just really hope the storyline is good and stuff because
Yeah.
I really hope they do Carnage justice with this film, and I mean because you're gonna have a lot of diehard fans who love Carnage and stuff. So I really hope it's good. So we'll see and stuff. So
I just hope they work with
I'm looking forward
Marvel.
to it.
I hope they work with Marvel with it and not try to do their own thing so they can get all the get all the bucks or whatever.
Well,
Uh,
you gotta think about this too. This movie was made a while ago. Actually, this movie was supposed to come out last year,
hmm
but with the whole pandemic, it was supposed to come out last year, if I wasn't mistaken, in September or Octoberish time frame. So they've been sitting on this movie for the longest time. So I don't know if they polished it more or added more stuff to it. I don't know what Sony has done, but the movie was done and stuff. It was already completed and stuff. So.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know if
Did you
I
like the
don't know if
first
it
one?
Andy. Yeah, I thought the first one was good. It was good, but I could definitely see the faults in it too.
hmm
I'm not gonna get into it too much, but I thought it was good. I thought it was good, but I thought the villain in the movie was weak for the
Yeah.
storyline, and I that's where I felt that's why I kind of felt I kind of wish they went with a different route where they show all the symbionts during that time, like going against Venom. That's why I wanted to see. That would have been a way better storyline and stuff. So um just going against one. So that was kind of like my input
Yeah, I actually
with
like
that.
my favorite part of the movie was when the police were trying to take him down. Even though it was really short, I think they nailed how Venom moves when he's in his when he's with Tom Hardy and not in his symbiote form where he's just a goop bunch of goop. I just thought that was incredible to see that like they actually got the movement of Venom pretty nice. I don't know if they're gonna integrate the webbing um like you'll see in the animated series or some of the comic books off the top of his hand. I think they're just going to stick with him swinging from his body, I guess, any parts of his body. He kind of reminds you of Spawn a little bit, right? With the chains come out no matter what, or he could turn his body into kind of anything and, swing across stuff
Yeah,
or kick.
the interesting part now is that in the comics now he haven't been really been using web either.
Yeah.
So they are trying to make it different and trying to make it more alien like. So yeah, like I said, I'm okay with him not having the actual spider emblem and stuff. Some people may disagree with me. Maybe I could
I
see it
want the
later,
spider
but
emblem.
yeah. So hey, just throwing it out there. But yeah.
Well,
I mean, it doesn't affect me as long as you have a good story.
the last time we saw Venom wasn't it Spider-Man 3 with was it Tobey Maguire?
Yeah, that movie was so terrible.
And
Well,
didn't they?
the reason why it was so terrible is because I don't think it was really Sam Raimi's fault. That's the one who directed all the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
I think the studio was really pushing Venom in that movie, and he had a story of just talking about Sandman, and that's why I'm
I don't
thinking.
see why they added him into it. The Sandman part was fine.
Well, the studios really wanted Venom and stuff, and he didn't want to do it yet because he felt he wanted to tell he wanted to talk about he wanted to do the stories that the villains that really never were popular and stuff. So that's what he wanted to throw into Spider-Man. But everybody wanted to do, but the studio wanted to do Venom and stuff, and he did it, and I felt bad. I felt bad, and that movie wasn't great at all. So it was you could see that there was a studio though that had their own fingers into that, just like Zack Snyder movies and stuff, where they came out with Justice League and wasn't really Zack Snyder's movie. That was Josh Whedon who did that. So it was the same thing with the Sam Raimi version and stuff.
Speaking of
So
that,
I felt
man,
bad for that guy.
yeah. Speaking of that, there's been a lot of debacle with the whole Snyder and WB
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
yeah, we're not gonna get to Snyderverse anymore. I think WB hates Snyder
Why
and
though?
stuff. I don't know. There's a lot. I think there's a lot of behind the scenes that I think people don't know what's going on and stuff. And it's just like I there's some movies that I don't like of his, but at the same time too, I think he's a but what he has done with the DC universe, I think he has done a really good job. And I think WB should continue that because when they start like brand new, it takes so long just to build that character franchise
Yeah,
back up. Just like Wonder Woman and Aquaman and then Cyborg and Flash. I mean, we're supposed to have a Flashpoint movie and stuff, and you see issues with that movie going on so far. So hopefully we get Michael Keaton as Batman, but who knows?
man.
And then even Batman too, one with Ben Affleck, because Ben Affleck said he doesn't want to return as Batman if he doesn't get if it's not the Snyder version. So it just I don't know. Like I said, Marvel, if you're listening, if you could let Snyder do one of the Marvel movies, I'll be interested to seeing that. And so
No,
that
no.
would be interesting if he does that. If he
That
do
you
one
know
of those
it'll be
movies.
interesting, but I don't want that. Let's stick with what Marvel's doing. Don't change nothing. you
Well,
know.
I don't know. I don't know. I think if Snyder gets one comic book character from Marvel, he could pick whoever he really wants and stuff and let him do his own thing. And I think he will do a good job and stuff. I mean, because look at James Gunn and stuff, Suicide Squad. Nobody didn't really care about Suicide Squad, and that's one of the most popular
Yes.
movies
Yep.
for the Marvel franchise
Yep.
and stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the second one, man. I love the Suicide Squad movie. It was awesome.
Well,
Uh,
no, excuse me. He's doing, excuse me, not Suicide Squad. James Gunn is doing Suicide Squad 2. I'm talking about Guardians of the Galaxy.
oh,
I'm
okay.
mistaken. He did Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. And those are the people those are the characters that people didn't know about and stuff. And Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the most popular characters in Marvel. And then you got him doing Suicide Squad 2 for DC. And I think this might be a really good movie. So who knows?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I
I don't
didn't.
know.
I what you call it didn't stick with me too much. It was okay, but I didn't think it was the best movie. It was the Harley Quinn movie, that came out.
Yeah, that wasn't. That was.
It was all right.
I thought
I
I thought
can't
it
say
was
it was great.
terrible.
Yeah, I can't say it was great.
No, it wasn't good. I did it as a blind buy, and no, it was not good.
You
They
actually
didn't
bought
do
that?
Black Mass. Yeah, I bought that movie. Yeah, because that was like right when the pandemic started. I wasn't
Yeah,
gonna go to the movies to see it,
yeah,
and they just did a Black Mass. Didn't do him justice. It was
yeah.
just like the whole thing was just. It was bad. I
I
mean,
still think she's perfect.
oh yeah,
Margot
she's
Robbie's
perfect as
perfect
a
for
Harley Quinn.
yeah.
Yeah, she's perfect for Harley Quinn. It's just that story was terrible. It was just I don't know. It's just I don't know what's wrong with WB. It just seemed like they
Maybe
just
they
be
should
mess.
just give up the rights and let somebody else do DC movies.
That's never gonna happen and stuff. I wish they do, but that's never gonna happen and stuff.
Let somebody
Cause
come
just
out and
like
just buy it.
yeah, it's just like Swamp Thing and stuff. I thought that was a really good show on DC. That was on their DC streaming services, and then cancel that. And I thought it
That's
was
the
a
part
really
I
good
don't
show.
understand. The TV series are fire. The cartoons, their animation series are fire. It's when it comes to the live action movies is where DC falls short, and I think the hang up is WB. And what they decide and what they want in it, and they're thinking their stuff is unique and it's not capturing the audience. And then sometimes they'll have a hit like Wonder Woman or Aquaman, and then they think they got it, and then they throw this curveball in here, and then I end up not liking them again. Well, Marvel, ever since when did they start Phase One? Iron Man. Ever since Iron Man came out, it's
Yeah,
been
I remember those
uphill.
first.
Yeah, uphill since. And then I think two other movies came out, and then Captain America: First Avenger.
It's supposed to be an Incredible Hulk, but that was Universal.
Yeah, they
But
didn't do Marvel didn't do that.
they did consider that as part of their Phase One. Iron Man. It was Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Captain America, Thor, and then that's when the Avengers.
Yeah, I
No, and
think
then it was Iron Man
two.
2,
Yeah,
and
Iron Man two.
then the Avengers
Yeah, I think
came in.
Captain America, the first Avengers set the tone for Phase. I think the Iron Man movie gave it a great start, but it was only one movie out of the when they, were starting everything, and the first Avenger, Captain America, is what set the tone, and then Iron Man two just took a run for its money. It just, it I think Iron Man two just made the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I still think it was
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. who really carried that series. But
Oh
there were
yeah.
there were series leading up to it, and then they started picking amazing actors and characters to go along with each other, and then it just worked. And you got an opportunity to see characters you probably thought you would have never seen in a movie. Like, to be honest with you, I never thought they would have brought Ultron. I would have thought they would have brought Thanos first before
Yeah.
Ultron. Now, I didn't like the fact that they had Tony Stark create Ultron, but it's fine. But they made it work.
I kind of like I don't know, people didn't like how Tony Stark and Bruce Banner was the ones that created Ultron. I kind of like that storyline than I do
The Hank Pym
Hank
one,
Pym.
yeah.
Yeah, creating Ultron. The only reason I'm saying that is because with Hank Pym in the comics, I think that would have been more. I think it would have been way too many movies of just to get to that point to do Ultron and stuff. So that's why I was just like, I did what Tony Stark, well Robert Downey Jr. and Bruce Banner did. I people didn't really care for Ultron that much, but
I thought it was
I thought it was a
amazing.
good movie.
Yeah,
I thought it was a good movie to me. Like I said, I could get the downfalls. It wasn't better than the first one, but well, the more I'm thinking about that, I would say that movie was the worst one out of all the Avenger movies, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't I wouldn't say it was bad. I thought it was a good average movie
yeah.
and stuff. So, man, let's
Another,
stop talking about movies. We got to talk about video games again, technology. I know
well,
everybody's like listening and stuff and
well, that was the title of our podcast, Venom, and it just went on from there. So,
yeah. Well, I'm excited. I'm still going to see the movie Venom and stuff. So, everybody, see Venom 2, and hopefully they'll make a Venom 3. And then I want to see Morbius come out too. So,
I hope they
that's going to be
integrate
interesting.
this with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's my hope for it. If they
Yeah, we'll
knock
see.
if they knock this out of the park, I think they will. Because both parties want that money, So we'll see what
Yeah.
happens. So, Max, what do you think? DualSense colors are to be inbound.
Yeah. It's okay. No, I mean, it's nice, but I'm happy with my controller.
Yeah,
I think I don't know. It's like different. I don't know. It's not really my forte when it comes to color
I think
controllers. The
this
only the
black should be a different color if you want my opinion. And maybe it's just
I
me.
think it. Don't get me wrong. I think the controller is really nice, but I don't know. I don't know. I just like the color of my controller on the PS5. I think, but I do like blue, so that's just one of the things. Blue is my favorite color. I did get the Xbox Series X blue controller. The only reason I got that is because I didn't know if my nephew was going to be coming to play my Xbox, and I didn't want him to play with one controller, so I had to get the blue, so I had to
Didn't
get
you
an
didn't
extra
you get the
controller.
docking station though?
Yeah, I got the docking station and
So
everything. Yeah,
you got two controllers already, or just your one?
I got two. I
Oh,
got two
okay.
controllers on the Series X, and I got two controllers for the PS5.
Okay, see, because my favorite color is red, so I did buy the red Xbox controller when I just happened to walk in Target and see it, and
Yeah,
I have not been trying to buy another PlayStation controller because I was waiting on something like this. Well, this may not even be true. This says rumors, but I'm pretty sure that controllers are coming out. Now, I will say the gray design, if they make it a PS1 theme, I may grab that just for a collection.
yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be a really nice one and
yeah,
stuff.
the
I
gray.
mean, but other rumors is that they was talking about they're gonna redesign the PS5 and
Yeah,
stuff because it was talking about what people can't get, the consoles. Sony is considering doing some redesign work just in order to, the output, the demand for it. I don't know how they're gonna do that and stuff, but yeah, with this
Yeah,
chip
but
shortage and stuff,
how would that help demand though? I mean, if it's still outputting the same power,
I don't know.
it has to be a
I
totally different
have
system for them to do that.
I have no idea how they're gonna do that, but I think that would be a bad move on their part. If they do an upgrade to like let's just say a PS5 Pro, I can see that, but it's still too early just because that the PS5 just came out less than a year. But at the same time too, you got this chip shortage. This is global. You can't find a Series X or a PS5 nowadays, so it's kind of like one of those things that you just kind of like think about. Maybe they, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what I don't know what the solution is, but yeah, it sucks that people still can't get a console nowadays and stuff. They have to
Yeah, by
either go on
now,
eBay, yeah, they have to go on eBay or go on some site and pay more than the MSRP,
and it's not worth
the
that.
actual price.
It's not worth.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not.
telling you, if you guys don't have one, please hold out. I mean, the consoles are
Yeah.
going to be here for 7 years. PS4 is still coming out with new games. That's the same for the PS5. Yeah, it's not the same thing, but don't go and spend. I've know a couple people that went out and spent over $1,000 for it, and I think it's stupid. You
Oh
know.
yeah, yeah, that was yeah, he was stupid. Yeah, but at the same time too, he is what he considers the value and stuff. So that person's happy with the PS5. So, but I mean, I personally would have paid that amount of money for a console. But I mean, some people are different. People just can't wait and stuff. But I can understand because they should have had like way more consoles in March. It's May now, so it's just one of those type of things that is that chip shortage and stuff. So it's that chip shortage and demand, and it's like people are going on websites just like how we was doing when we was doing the pre-orders, and they trying to see when the next system gonna drop and stuff. It sucks and stuff. So
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a new age, right? I mean, look at what's happening now with the whole pipeline getting hacked by hackers. I mean, it's a new age for everything. Back then when the PlayStation 4 came out, I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me on this if I'm wrong. I don't remember people using bots to get the PlayStations. I do remember it wasn't a pandemic and people will go to like 20 different stores and get 20 different consoles and then try to sell them on eBay physically, just not, uh, not online and stuff like that. Or maybe it's just me not paying attention to it, but I don't remember it. Well, it wasn't this bad. I just don't remember scalpers utilize the internet as much as they do now for grabbing them consoles with the bots and stuff that they're creating. Because I mean, it was 7 years ago. So
yeah, it's a different breed now because I
yeah,
remember that you had to go in line, physically go in line in order to get your console. It wasn't yeah, it wasn't nothing like this before. Yeah,
yeah. So this is
this
new.
is the first generation. Yeah,
So but
this is new.
these huge billion-dollar tech companies, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how. I can't really speak on them because I don't know how difficult it is. I can only go by some of the places I've worked and see the way some of the IT people work, and I don't know how network security works and stuff like that. But me personally, like a company like Microsoft, as huge as they are, I would have thought they would have found somebody by now to help combat all this stuff. Same with Sony. They're a huge technology company. Google, huge technology company. And they're still at the mercy of just a select few. So all the billions and trillions of dollars don't really mean nothing when you got somebody that's really smart and they figure out a way to gain the system and then they pass that information down to everybody else and then now you got this stuff flooded all over the internet with the bots and all this stuff and everybody's using them to grab these consoles and selling them. I'm pretty sure by now there's probably people with these bots that don't even know computers. They just know how to implement this thing and grab a bunch of consoles and buy them or have somebody do them for them. So,
Yeah, 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 this is one of those things and stuff. So, all right, let's move on to the next topic.
so this is the
Oh,
one
this
you
is the
sent
last
me.
one. Oh yeah, so Xbox. Yeah, I'm trying to talk about more game stuff. But yeah, Xbox just put the original dynamic theme as part of the update for the dashboard. It's not available yet. I think it's only available for what is it available for? It's for if you're the insider game. Let me just
Yeah,
make sure I'm reading this
looks
correct.
like members
Yeah,
of the
if you
growing
put
insider program actually gain
yeah,
enjoy this.
insiders program. Yeah, if
I'm
you
a
part
part
of the
of it.
insiders program. Yeah, that's why I was about to try this out like right after this podcast. I was going to try the insiders program and take a look at this and stuff. It's pretty sweet because it reminds me of the old Xbox. Because if
When it
people
used to
don't
cut
remember the
on.
old Xbox, it was exactly like this. They had that little whatever you call this, like this little jelly thing, and it kind of vibrates. But no, it's pretty cool. So I was going to try this out. I thought it was probably be something good to talk about because it seems like Xbox is constantly doing stuff with their updates. Like Sony, I don't know. I think people are
Sony's doing
getting
what they did on
disappointed.
the PS4. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they doing the same stuff what they was doing with the PS2. No, PS3, excuse me.
Yes, PS3.
Um yeah, because it's just the thing is that with Xbox is constantly coming out with updates. I think they're going to be one of the first consoles to come out with Dolby Vision Gaming on their platform. I said I could be wrong, but I know in the insiders, if you want insiders, you get to play a couple of games that's in Dolby Vision. PlayStation 5, you can't do that right now. Microsoft is also enhancing all their games where a lot of those games go up to 4K 120. You don't, like I said, they got the PlayStation 5 doesn't have that. I mean, they got like almost 100 something games that is 4K 120 and PlayStation doesn't have that. And then you got enhancements on Metroid First Light.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
They yeah, that's gonna be coming out with an enhanced version on Xbox Series X, and I don't know about PlayStation. I didn't really see PlayStation 5, but they, like I said, they developers are really starting to utilize the Xbox, and it seemed like Xbox is starting to pick up speed and starting to gain momentum, and people are sleeping on Xbox. Everybody keep on saying Xbox this, Xbox that, but they constantly pulling out updates that people are really like and stuff. And just to look at the just this dashboard, this old dashboard. I know people say really don't care about the dynamic themes and stuff, but these are kind of like the little touches that Xbox is doing that just to bring in those
Yeah.
old school fans and stuff. So
I
that
have a
nostalgic.
feeling. I have a feeling by next year or year and a half that the Series X or S is going to feel like a totally different console if they keep up
Oh
with this
yeah.
trend here. Because they're coming out with the basics, right? What we got in November, and like you said, everything that they change is something specific that you can see instead of always seeing security update and then that's it. So I think is I think they have a good I kept telling you 2021 is going to be the year that Xbox shine with games, with updates, with everything that they're trying to do, and they give you so much for so little money. Yeah, now guarantee. I mean, the consoles are expensive, but as far as Game Pass and uh uh the Game Cloud and the Gold. I mean, even though Xbox Live Gold games suck, you still get that. But and then you got all of the technical updates that you can actually see and make yourself more immersed in the when you're playing games. So and they're back to back to back to back to back, and then they're trying to build upon their first party studio. And I think, to be honest with you, I think Halo is gonna take it through the roof when it comes out.
Oh, that's another thing too. So yeah, this is going to have to be another topic. So Halo, they are leaking. They're not leaking, but they are coming out with more news about Halo Infinite, especially how they doing some major upgrades to the game. So I know E3 is going to be coming around the corner, and I
Woohoo!
think yeah, Microsoft is going to be doing something. Nintendo's going to be doing something. You know, PlayStation, Sony never want to go to want to do E3 again, so I don't know what they're going to do. So, but E3, Microsoft said they are going to show Halo again in the summertime. So I'm hoping that this year this they almost had a year to really utilize this Series X and able to really do a major upgrade from the last
Yeah,
showing.
yeah,
I really, really hope so. I really hope they get to utilize the ray tracing technology. I really get to utilize what the RDNA 2 from AMD. I really hope they get to utilize the whole 4K 120. I mean, I really, really, really hope they hit the mark with this one stuff. The gameplay on the last demo looks fun. I mean, it was definitely Halo, but the graphics look terrible. I kept saying that for the longest time. It looked awful. So that's where I'm really hoping they get to utilize Xbox on this. So
yeah.
we'll see.
And I think I don't think Sony is gonna, as far as performance. I don't know how much they can push in the PS5. They probably got a lot of room, but I think to kind of, because their system is a little set up, it's the same, but a little, it's like a hybrid setup for PlayStation compared to Xbox full on RDNA 2. I think PlayStation has to come out with a mid tier system upgrade, and it's either
That's
going
why
to
I
be,
think they're gonna come out with
yeah,
a PS5 Pro.
yeah,
That's why I'm really thinking that's what they're going to
yeah,
do.
and I'm
And
hands
don't get
down,
me
I'm
wrong,
all over
so
that. I tell you right
yeah,
now.
and for me, and it's just like I said, Sony been coming out with some really good games and stuff. And that last game that they come out with was Returnal.
I didn't too
pick
much
up that
care for
game
that one.
yet.
That one didn't grab my attention as much.
I want to get that game because it does look fun, but one issue was two issues that it's a save. You have a hard time saving. Because one you have to grind it out before you can save, and I don't like that because I don't have enough time to do that.
Yeah, like the
Because
old Final Fantasies.
yeah, it's like I got a busy life, so I can't. I like to have my able to save it instead of just play for an hour just to save the game. I can't do that. And then the other thing too is that people the game is really 1080p dynamic. It's being upscaled to 4K. And I think that's another issue that was kind of happening with that game is that it looks pretty and stuff, but my question is that I thought we were supposed to have like 4K, like true 4K and stuff. And I'm
Until
trying to
they
figure out,
unlock Fidelity FX, I mean, the whole dynamic thing is not interesting to me, if you want my opinion.
yeah.
Yeah, so, unless you just have a game that's just really good where you don't care about it, and you know me, as long as my frame rate is there, it doesn't bother me as much. But as far as the upscaler, if it's not DLSS or Fidelity FX, I really don't too much care.
Yeah, but it just I don't know. I had to play the game to see it to believe it. But it's just the thing is that if that's I really hope that's not the best that Sony could do, when it comes to their system. But if it is, I'm kind of nervous what's going to be in the future because I really see something that they're gonna force people to upgrade to a PS5 Pro. I mean, I'm going to get it and stuff, but it's just showing everyone that what Xbox has done, they really did their homework and they still haven't been utilizing the system. And it's been getting better and better.
You know what's
They've been
funny
coming out with
about all this?
updates.
PlayStation, when it first came out, feels truly next gen, right? When it first came out, it felt
Mm,
like yeah, something totally different. Xbox is starting to now feel that way. If you want my
yeah,
opinion. So,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah,
So they're
it's
closing
really
the
changing.
gap. They're closing the gap. A lot of people there are a lot of more fanboys for PlayStation more so than Xbox, and it all has to do with the establishment, right? Because PlayStation been in the game for so long, they already had a whole country, locked down. Japan is like their biggest market, and Microsoft is trying to get into that market as much as they can, around this time. So. Uh, I just feel that if they can make a big staple in the Japan market, I think that they're going to blow PlayStation out of the water.
Yeah. I agree, and there's gonna be some games that's gonna be announced. Um, from Xbox side
Yeah,
specifically,
yeah.
that I think is really going to shock a lot of people, and I think you're going to see a lot more people moving to Xbox ecosystem, and
Well,
that was where I
well, I
was
don't
trying to
know.
get.
I don't know because I got something for you, and we don't. I know we're trying to end it, but here's something
Yeah,
that I found too. Sony has 25 PS games in the works, including characters you've never seen. So taking it from PlayStation, they're very great at exclusives and new characters. So Xbox is going to have a run for their money. I think they're feeding off of what Xbox is trying to do, and this is their feedback for it. Because PlayStation already has great exclusive and great characters and stuff like that. So, so I don't know who's going to win the whole exclusive deal.
yeah,
But
I don't
Microsoft
know
has a
either.
big leap to get. They got a huge gap to close or to hop over. So we'll see.
Yeah, they do. And that's the one thing that's going against Xbox is that everybody keep on saying this Xbox doesn't have games. Xbox do have games, but they don't have a lot of original games that people remember, kind of like how PlayStation is and stuff. It's
Yeah,
like so many games on PlayStation that you just said those are really original games and stuff. And even that one, I can't even think of that damn game name. I sent you that video.
yeah. I can do video.
It was the last week. I can't even think of the gameplay of the. I can't think of the name of that RPG game, but it's only going to be on PlayStation 5. I can't think of it.
Oh,
At the
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember. Hold on. I got my text messages up. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh God, we text so much. I don't know how you gonna find that. Um, it was a mixture of Devil May Cry,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy, and yeah, it was a mixture between those two games. And I don't know the name of the game at the top of my head, but it was like 16 minutes of gameplay. It looks
It was absolutely amazing.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked really good and stuff, and that's only on PlayStation and stuff. So I don't know. Sony got a lot of things up their sleeve. I mean, I could be just totally wrong. I'm just saying that Xbox is really starting to pick up wind when it comes to their updates on the system only. I'm not talking about games. I'm talking about the system. Like they keep on enhancing that system, make it better and better. And Sony PlayStation 5. It's like whoever doing the R&D, whoever's doing the updates and upgrades and stuff like that for the PS5. I mean, they haven't been doing anything like as an enhancement wise and stuff. So
Here it is.
I would like,
It is called Lost Soul Aside. I told you I was gonna find it.
yes, that's what it was. I don't. We can't show it and stuff
Yeah.
because we don't want to get an issue again. But if you guys get a chance to take a look at that trailer, it's a gameplay trailer and it's an early development. It is going to be on the PlayStation 5. I don't know when it's going to come out, but it looks really good and stuff. So it's going to be interesting.
So this
Yeah,
is yep. So this is their website, and I don't know why my internet's loading so slow, but this
yeah,
game
that thing.
was amazing.
Yeah, that gameplay on there is. Whoever did the demo on the gameplay, it looks really good. So you know what? I'm going to eat my words and stuff like that. Maybe I mean Sony have
Oh, it's
something that.
backwards. I kept getting confused on why this keeps moving. So when I go
Mhm.
up, it goes down, and when I go down, it goes up with the mouse.
Mhm.
Okay, all right. So yeah,
Yeah,
this
but
so check this game out on YouTube. Lost what is it? Lost Souls Aside. Yeah, Lost Souls Aside. The
yeah.
game's
If
phenomenal.
whoever's watching this right now, take a look at that trailer and stuff. So I know we were supposed to be talking about a little bit more technology right now, but it's kind of like we got so wrapped up in movies and games and stuff. We just we took the technology out of it this time. I mean, we talked about a little bit of Xbox and a little bit of PlayStation. So, but I know some people want to hear about TVs and monitors and stuff like that.
We'll
But
get on the
we'll
next
do
one
that
because I
on.
do want to discuss the new Asus Mini LED monitor maybe on the next podcast.
Oh yeah, and then I definitely wanted to talk about more about the Sony A90J because we have some people who does reviews and stuff on YouTube that doesn't like it and stuff. But I'm not gonna name them names. But but it's just the thing is that the TV's great. I want to say this: the Sony A90J is awesome and
Yeah.
stuff. So the issue is the gaming portion of it, and I said that before. But if you're looking at it for just movies, it's a good TV and stuff.
Okay. Okay.
And 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 I would end it on this note too. This person on AVS forums, I said his name multiple times in all my videos. This guy named D Nice, professional calibrator, he was able to unlock 100 extra nits of brightness on the
Oh
Sony
wow.
A90J, and I did it. I input it yesterday, and boy, oh boy, that bad boy looks so good. It looks better than it did before.
But if
It went
it's not
from
meant for it to do that, won't you burn that TV out quicker?
nope.
Really?
Nope, you will not. You will not. You will not do it. You will not burn the TV out. I mean, I'm not gonna give out the settings because that's his settings, and I don't do that stuff. So if you look at my previous videos and you just follow the link, you can see his posts, but you can see his settings and how to do it. But man, it I'm telling you, that TV is a game changer, and people talking about well, it's so expensive. Yeah, it's expensive, but at the same time, you really get what you pay for and stuff. I mean, for the gaming features only, I get where people are upset with. I'm happy with the 4K 120, and everybody's talking about well, it doesn't have VRR and stuff. Yeah, it sucks that it doesn't have VRR, but I noticed on the PlayStation games that I have played, I haven't seen no issue when it comes to tearing and stuff. So that's one thing I noticed and stuff. And then the ALLM feature, I really don't care about that much because the fact is that when you plug in a Sony product to a Sony TV like a PlayStation 5, it automatically turns on to the picture setting that's supposed to go to. So except for the Xbox. So it's kind of like for me, I don't know. I'm not too pressed on it. I still want it. I still want to have that feature. I still want the VR feature, but at the same time too, I want them to get it right. But as in picture quality wise, man, Sony doing a good job. And then that extra nits too. I'm like looking at this TV like, this thing looks so good.
Yeah, somebody's in Candyland over here.
Oh man, I can't tell you enough. You know what's so funny about it? My wife said the other night, this was before I put the settings in there. She was like, "This TV is too bright and stuff." And then I just put the settings on there. It's like our whole room is so bright, and she had to put a mask over her eyes because it's so bright and stuff. And it looks so
And
good
what's
and
crazy
stuff.
is, I mean,
And
there's a lot of TVs out here that's way brighter than those. Oh well, the LCDs, right? They can go brighter,
yeah, they
but
could go brighter, but the issue with the LCDs, the LEDs or quantum whatever you want to call it, the mini LEDs and stuff like
yeah,
it's so many different technology. The thing is that when they go to that brightness, there's something that's being blown out with the picture or something like that I get turned off real quickly. With the OLED, on the other hand, this is the brightest OLED, period. Besides the Panasonic, I think those two go head to head, but we don't have the Panasonic in the US. So I'm only talking about Sony. This is the brightest OLED in the US that I have seen, and it is at first I didn't care about the brightness that much because I was looking at my Sony A9F. I was like, man, I really don't care about what people say about the whole nits and stuff. But when I got that Sony A9F, excuse me, that Sony A90J, and I turned it on, and I started playing games. I was like, man, this shit does make a difference and stuff. And then once I put in D nice settings in there with the extra nits, I was just like, I was like, it went from this is my analogy, Mo, to you. It went from when I put his settings on there, it was like Super Saiyan, it was like Super Saiyan, Goku, and then when I went into putting his settings for the extra nits, it went from Super Saiyan to Ultra Instinct.
wow, is that much of a difference?
It's that much of I didn't think it was going to be that much of a difference, but it
Wow, I
went
thought you
from
were just
Super
gonna say
Saiyan to
ascended.
yeah, it went from Super Saiyan to Ultra Instinct it when I put the extra settings in there because I was just like, it's not gonna make that much of a difference. I kept on saying that it's not gonna make that much of a difference, but when I put in Aquaman, and I know we out of time, but I don't care. When I put in Aquaman movie, and that's why I really noticed the difference. There was this one scene that always play in my videos when I was doing the comparison video on my YouTube channel, and man, I'm telling you, when you talking about bright, it was like right when Black Mantis comes and confronts Aquaman. Is this one scene that he comes onto the island and he confronts Aquaman. It's just that scene was so clear and so bright. Nothing was blown out. It was so much detail that it was just like I just felt. I would say that it felt like I was looking at HD for the very first time. You know
Oh
when you
yeah, I
get that
love that
impression,
feeling. That was the feeling when we went
yeah.
from analog to HD on the consoles. Yeah.
Now I may be I'm like I said, some people think I may be over exaggerating. And it's like for me, I try to capture this on camera, and you cannot capture this on camera because whatever like the panel that Sony is using, it is coming from LG, but it's the newest panel that they're using. And I was right this time. People kept on denying me, kept on saying Sony doesn't have the new panel. Why LG would give Sony the new panel? They have the new panel. They had the new panel and they got the heatsink. So now what? Uh, people was arguing me about that for the longest time, and now we got proof that they are using a new panel. So, so with Sony using the new panel and Sony using the heatsink, like I said, Sony is doing something so great that yeah, it's on another it's on a new level, new level of greatness and stuff. But at the same time too, I haven't looked at LG TV yet, so I'm just going off of my experience from going from an A9F to A90J, and is a difference in upgrade. I know there's a difference when it comes to that TV.
Yeah.
Now, from the LG C1 or G1, I can't tell you that. I tell people that all the time. I like I said,
Well, you don't
I
have
can't
one, so
say
you know you
yeah,
can't
I
really
don't have
speak
one,
on
so
it.
I can't yeah, I can't really speak to that. So I'm not gonna say that Sony is better than LG or LG is better than Sony. I'm going off of what I hear, and people said LG is better for gaming and that Sony is better for when it comes to
Well, we knew that
picture
though.
quality. Yeah, but the thing is LG. But the thing I will say is LG has came a long way, with their picture quality, and so I'm really am interested in seeing what it looks like. But what Sony has done this year, I don't know. They took a really big leap with the technology of OLED and stuff. People may say something in the comments and say like, "How can you say this?" I tell people all the time, go to the store, take a look at it, play with the settings. Don't go off of what Best Buy have on their settings because they put on vivid mode. Play with the settings. They always put on the brightest and it doesn't look right. Play with the settings, take a look at it, bring your own content. That's what I did. Bring your own content, demo some of that stuff, see how it looks and stuff. And then even take it home because depending on what store you buy it, you may have like a 30 or 45-day return window, and then you could just look at it and just see what your thoughts are.
Yeah.
But I like that TV. I'm keeping it. Well,
Well, we'll see
I'm
what
not in the
happens
return window,
when
so
I pick mine up. You'll I'm pretty sure you'll still love the Sony because of the picture quality, but I think you'll love the
yeah.
C1 as well. hmm So,
All right, that's all I want to say.
other than that, that's it. That's all I have for today. Max, you took it and
Yeah,
ran with it at the end, huh?
yeah. I was just thinking about that. I had to throw in some TV stuff. So, yeah. But no, I appreciate you guys joining the podcast and stuff. And if you get a chance, you could check out my channel. Max Chambliss. Like I said, I try to put some content up every week. I didn't put some up last week because so far I'm doing some renovation in the basement and it took me a longer time to put some actual content out. But I am going to put another video showing like the process of the basement and stuff, and that's going to be exciting and stuff. And then also follow Moondog Gaming too.
Oh yeah,
He's streaming.
funny you say that though. So my studio is going to be switched to the basement as well. So
Yeah.
things have changed, and I got to make adjustments, even though we just built the studio. So
Yeah.
So I got to make changes.
Yeah, for me, it's just like I have an office and stuff, but um, I could be, I think I would be better in the basement because my daughter and my wife and stuff. I don't want them to hear me and stuff. I know I could get
Yeah.
loud and stuff. So, but yeah, that's all I have. Moan look
Fun.
like you texting some people.
No, I'm not texting. I haven't. We have a follower. Remember Baron? He has been able to catch us because I know that when we were doing the podcast, we kind of things were astray, right? We were kind of new things in our life had to make us change times, right? And
Mhm.
so he's like, I haven't caught you guys, and I haven't seen you guys in a while, and he's the guy that usually comes on and asks us a lot of questions and stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah, so the podcast is every Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So catch us next time, starting around that time. I know you're probably in a different region to where, um, to where times are crazy, but I mean, you can always go to me and Max's pages. You can always like it. You always comment on it, and we'll respond back to you. So you're not missing anything. It's just the live part you're missing. So, but don't keep yourself up. Don't beat yourself up about it. Catch us when you can. That's all.
yeah, yeah.
Yep, the time changed from on Wednesdays, every single Wednesdays, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So catch us next time then. And I haven't updated my
Yep.
streaming days. I'm finally out of school, so I have a bunch of free days to stream, but I've been extremely busy. My life has been crazy, so I will get back on it at a scheduled time. I just kind of been streaming hit and miss here and be like, all right, I got some free time. Let me go ahead and stream. So hopefully I'll be able to build a schedule sometime soon. But, if I start moving my stuff, down to the basement, I won't be streaming for a while because I got to get my area together. So
Yeah,
it may be a little pause. I will be making some YouTube videos though when that happens. So I'm excited about that.
yeah.
Yep. So, all right. Other than that, I'm on Dog Gaming. That's Max Chambliss, and we're out. Peace.
All right, have a good one.